Hey family, welcome to today's Wealth and Wisdom conversation. Today I'm going to dive in deep into the top 5 things that is often overlooked and that is often dismissed. And these are the top 5 reasons why your money isn't growing. Check it out and comment below and let me know what you think. Frequently eating out and those food delivery fees adds up quickly. And eating out feels so justified, right? Because we got to eat. You're busy, you had a long day, and grabbing food or ordering food delivery is a convenient solution. Plus, the cost of each purchase seems so small, $10 here, $20, $25 there, $30 here, and it doesn't feel like it's making an impact in your finances. And we rarely sit down to calculate, how often am I doing this? Because in my mind, it's not often, but my receipts and my bank statements may say otherwise, because we don't realize how quickly it adds up. The average person spends a minimum of $300 or more on eating out a month. They grab Starbucks in the morning, then they order lunch for work, they go out to dinner after work, or order food on the way home, all in one day, just to do it all over the next day or perhaps the day after. And that's not even mentioning how much is spent on days off or on the weekends. I did a challenge where I asked various people to view how much they spent in a month on eating out, just eating out alone. And one person spent $800 and didn't realize it. And another person said, I honestly stopped calculating the other transactions once I saw that it totaled to be over $1,200. And he said this, that's where the hole in my financial bucket was. And all this time I was thinking I need to make more, but I really need to become more aware of what I'm spending, but most importantly, the frequency of it. So I said, imagine scaling back and cutting in half or more than half of what you're spending on eating out. Let's take that $800 a month, cut that in half, and at a minimum, that's an extra $400 a month. Let's take that $1,200. Cut that in half. That's a minimum of $600 a month that can be used to build and grow your emergency fund to 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Or it can be used to put a principal-only payment every month towards that car loan to pay it off early. Online ordering. Listen, Amazon Prime, I love you. But that convenience of 2-day delivery be having us order things that we really don't need. But we don't track or keep up with how often are we making these, but it's just $30 purchases, or but it's just only $20 purchases. And we don't realize how much we're really spending altogether. Look up your order history for the past 3 months to see how much you've spent. Then look to see how much of that was not a true necessity. Subscriptions are designed to be out of sight, out of mind. Once it's set up, your account is automatically debited, and since the charges are often small, like $5.99 a month or $12.99 a month or $29.99 a month, you don't pay attention to them and it's easily dismissed. Then we talk ourselves into believing that I shouldn't cancel it because I'm going to use it. And a whole month or 2 months go by and you've only used it 1 or 3 times, maybe even none. But since it's out of sight and out of mind, it's automatically debited and it's pushed back into our minds and it's overlooked and easily forgotten about. Ask yourself, what is automatically being debited from my account every month or annually that I'm really not using? It can be apps, storage, software, TV subscriptions, whatever it is. Let's do a subscription audit within the next 3 days to see what needs to be canceled so it can free up our income. And also go through your emails and unsubscribe from the website that's always sending you a sales promotion. All this temptation is coming at you to buy stuff that you really don't need. Unsubscribe from those text message campaigns so you won't be tempted to buy something that you honestly forgot about. But it's a psychological sales tactic that comes bothering you when you're minding your own business that convinces you, well, it's on sale. It's only a few left. I better buy it now before it's gone. Instant gratification will rob you of the financial stability you say you want, because instant gratification will always convince you to just get it because life is too short. You better live life to the fullest. And you'll look up one day to later realize that you've outlived that life is too short pacifier you keep putting in your mouth. Because instant gratification is a silent, soothing thief that takes from you all while making you feel good, just to later look up and realize that it robbed from you in plain sight. Some people stretch their budget to afford a bigger home or a nicer apartment because it feels like it's a good investment, or they feel like I need to reward myself for my hard work. But your housing cost is more than 30, 40, or 50% of your income. And instead, you're viewing downsizing as a step backwards and how it'll affect your image and how it'll make you look, but really it's a step forward to gaining financial stability. And when your housing is more than 30, 40, or 50% of your income, you are house poor, which means it makes it extremely difficult to save money, to pay off debt, or to cover unexpected expenses that is certain to come with owning or renting. Listen, no one's exempt from getting hit with unexpected expenses. I don't care what tax bracket you're in. And you think you're stressed because of everything and everyone else, but really you're stressed because you spread yourself too thin financially. Let me give you an example. Let's say you make $4,500 a month and your rent or your mortgage is $2,100 a month. House poor. Your rent and or your mortgage is nearly half of your monthly income. And we haven't even gotten into water bill, gas bill, electric bill, car insurance, renters insurance, groceries, internet, cell phone bill, fuel for commuting, and let's not forget a car payment. How and where in this do you or can you protect yourself? By saving for a rainy day. We gotta stop normalizing being in bondage just to look good and feel good, because it's a dangerous thing when you stop prioritizing status over stability. Needing to have the latest and greatest is really overrated. Upgrading to the latest phone or to the latest car or designer this or designer that, put that phone down, pay off that car, and drive it till the wheels fall off. And when the wheels fall off, put it back on and drive it some more. Many people believe that their lack of savings is because they don't make enough money. But more often than not, overspending on non-essentials is often the real culprit. Because when you spend less, you make room. And when you make room, you create margin. Because when you control your spending habits, it makes room for you to do more, for you to save more, and for you to invest more. Now, I always suggest paying off consumer debt, especially high interest debt, before investing, because the interest in debt compounds quicker than the interest in investing. A few weeks ago, I broke down the importance of knowing your interest rate. So if you've watched it, you'll understand why I say the interest in debt compounds quicker than the interest on investments. But we gotta free up our income by controlling our spending habits so we can create the margin to build wealth for us and not build wealth for someone else. Hey family, I hope you enjoyed today's Wealth and Wisdom conversation. Be sure to comment below and let me know what you think. I'll be dropping videos like this every Wednesday. Always remember, your mindset is the key to unlocking your financial freedom. It's time to leave behind what's comfortable for what's possible. All we have is now, so start now. See you next week.